Gentleman from California, Mr. Sherman, who's the ranking member of our Capital Markets Subcommittee. Mr. Sherman, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
First, Mr. Chairman, I'd ask unanimous consent to include in the record a letter we received from the CFPB Union, NTEU 335, urging Congress to, among other things, restore CFPB's funding. Some of the members of that union took their own time to be here, and we welcome them.
Without objection.
Thank you. A number of Republicans in this room have said the economy is wonderful and the Republicans deserve the credit. Please, please continue to say that. Mr. Trump promised us that if we elected him, things would be affordable, and they're not. There are two things that we could do to make things more affordable, many things, but two of them are restore the CFPB, which not only punishes those that rip off consumers, but more importantly, prevents others from doing so. And second, I'll be introducing legislation soon to regulate the price of all pharmaceuticals because they are a monopoly and they are a necessity. One of the focuses that I thought would be here, one of the bills that's discussed for this hearing or listed, is the idea of having large companies own single-family homes. And I know it sounds good to say that should be prohibited, and I look forward to studying this market, but I will point out that only 0.6% of the single-family homes are owned by these large landlords, and that we do need at least some homes available for rent. I represent the UCLA area. We have visiting professors. We will not be able to get them to come from Harvard to UCLA for 1 or 2 years if they're going to have to be in an apartment. I'd also point out that these firms, in effect, act as a backstop for builders. They build a lot of homes. They're not sure they can sell them to consumers, and they've got a backup opportunity with those in this industry. And finally, an awful lot in this industry actually build the homes themselves. Mr. O'Leary, thank you for pointing out the great travesty of these crazy tariffs. They are not for fairness. They're not for opening up other markets. We've imposed tariffs on coffee and bananas just to raise a lot of revenue. We don't produce coffee and bananas here. We should tax people based on their ability to pay, not their proclivity to have coffee and bananas. John Burns, an economic consultant, indicated that the tariffs on building materials are raising the price of construction in this country by 5%. I'm the only member of Congress that actually got to confront the president face-to-face. That was a year ago. I begged him to exempt building materials from this tariff insanity. He said he'd consider it. I guess he's still considering it because he's not doing it. Mr. Moore, you're right that we shouldn't have Fannie and Freddie the way we did back then. We don't. We have Fannie and Freddie as government agencies where they don't face the peculiar circumstance that they can take a lot of risks, make a lot of money for their shareholders, or socialize the downside. Section 8 housing vouchers are one of the most important ways in we provide for housing. But in some cities, you just can't find a place that will rent to you with a Section 8 housing voucher. And in some cities, half of all the new voucher recipients return their vouchers unused. Dr. Hamilton, what do we do to make the Section 8 program work?
We should require people to not be able to discriminate on the basis of whether someone has a Section 8 voucher or not. That is a huge problem. Why should we exclude people based on a government program intended for them to get access to housing?
Are there regulatory burdens imposed on those who participate in the program that would discourage them?
Are there regulatory burdens imposed? Yeah. Decent homes, to some extent, we require that there's quality homes that the people have access to, which I think is a good thing.
Thank you. Studies indicate that 24% of the cost of a new family home, that's single family, and 40% of the cost of multifamily development is attributable to regulatory cost at the local, state, and federal levels. Mr. Moore, what can we do to change the regulations and the zoning so that we can build a lot more units, especially apartment units?
Well, Congressman, unfortunately, you all here in Congress don't have a lot of authority over what the cities are doing with zoning, but I'm a big opponent of zoning. I think it does, there's no question, it restricts, it's a not in my backyard kind of phenomenon, and it's something that's really restricting the availability of homes.
One way we can push them in the right direction is the Yes in My Backyard Act, which I believe was part of the package we passed yesterday, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes the chair of our Capital Markets Subcommittee, Ms. Wagner. You're recognized.